Hi, I'm Todd Knock, and you're listening to Dinner and a Podcast.
Go ahead. Make my day.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Here's Johnny.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. This is Sparta.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
You talking to me?
I see dead.
Houston, we have a problem.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken not stirred.
Why so serious?
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Dinner and a Podcast. Here are your hosts, Steve, Joe, and Mike.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 69.
What do you say, son? You want to be an assassin?
Yes.
What number you want to wear?
69! Take the number 69! It's hilarious!
Of Dinner and a Podcast, the show where three best friends get together, share a meal and a conversation, discussing all things pop culture, movies, TV, and comics. Make sure to check out our Facebook page by searching Dinner and a Podcast, our website, dinnerandapodcast.weebly.com. There you can find comic reviews, full comic synopses, dinner and a movie reviews, and Just a Bit Outside, which is our sports section. And check out our shop where you can buy our pins, our stickers, and our Twitter and our Instagram feed are at Dinner Podcast. Want to say hi to all of our buddies in the Nerd Podcast Mafia and the BSPN Podcasting Network, which we are proud members of. Be sure to listen to all the entertaining shows, especially Not Another Nerdy Podcast and Nerds with Words. Also want to say what's up to Aussie in the Palm. Check out cookies from our favorite baker/murderer, Marie DeZio, and you can check her out at DeZio Bakes on Instagram. And if you want to make orders through her, you can email her at DeZioBakes@gmail.com. I have a story about Marie later.
Okay.
Very interesting story about Marie later. Now, joke of the week. I want to talk about joke of the week real quick, because last week we didn't get a joke of the week from the show.
Okay. That's true.
But we got a joke of the week outside the show on Facebook, which I'm not sure if he came up with this, because it's really, really clever, and I'm not sure Joe can come up with something that clever that quickly.
Oh, I should. One of the guys at work came in and said, we almost killed him.
With that comment?
No, with the plunger story. He said he was listening to it on the way to work.
Oh.
And he said he blew through 2 stop signs.
Oh, I win.
No, they were things he and I said.
Prove it.
One of them was...
It wasn't documented.
It's not the plunger.
Okay. No, you won for that one already.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
Okay, yeah, you won for that one. But Joe said, Marie had posted on our Facebook, Golden Girls hot sauces. Did you see this?
No.
There was somebody selling hot sauces that are themed after the Golden Girls, and each bottle is a different girl. I don't know what the names of the sauces were, but I'm sure they had something to do with
mothballs.
And Blanche being a skank.
Ben Gay.
Yeah. So Joe said, thank you for being a friend and a condiment instead of a confidant, like the theme song.
I understand.
Which was very, very clever. So Joe gets joke of the week once again.
Joe's over there Tinder or something. Like, he's so not into this.
You swiping left and right, dude?
It's hold on. Left, right. Ooh.
Definitely left.
It's Bee Spice, Desert Rose, Sicilian Fire, and Hot Slut.
Hot Slut.
That's they ran out of gas and just went slut.
Hey, whatever. But that one's joke of the week, so I'm giving it to Joe for that one. I think that was a good one. And now it's time for our brand new segment, which I love. I love the theme song. It's time for Joe's Top 10 You Knows It's.
You knows it.
Well, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
News with Joe!
What do you got for us this week, Joe?
So I'm going to go in really, really hard, really quick.
Yes, she is.
Because I ruined Mike's summer or spring.
My spring on the way here. Yeah, you really did.
And I'm going to break some news to you.
Oh, no.
Because today was announced that Avengers Infinity War was pushed up from May to April.
Why?
I don't know.
First of all, it's amazing. Is it Easter break?
It's April 27th.
April 27th.
I don't know if that's Easter break.
No, Easter's April 1st.
Oh, okay.
No, so
Is that a joke?
No, April 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's April Fool's Day. I didn't know if you were fucking with me.
So what you do is
yeah,
you have your kid hunt for Easter eggs, but you didn't hide any. You sit there laughing. You know someone's gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Steve.
Yeah. Look at a jerk. Keep looking.
They're there.
Oh, I see him. You don't.
They've been busy all day long.
I can't believe they moved this movie
They moved it up.
Wow.
They said because they don't want it to compete with Deadpool.
Okay.
They want to
because now they all own it. They own all of them now. They
well,
can be
they will
competing with
soon.
themselves.
They want to put more time between it and Star Wars, the Han Solo story, because I think that's actually getting better hype than they anticipated. They're like, it's going to be a dumpster fire, but now people are like, oh, I want to see it.
Wow.
And there was one more reason. I can't remember. They listed a couple of reasons. Oh, spoilers. Because they've done screeners of it now.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave as much time for people to spoil stuff on the internet.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So get those tickets, Steve. Get them now.
I was really sad because...
can't.
Why?
Oh, I got an email today.
Oh. You got in trouble finally.
Yeah,
This is opening on the weekend. I'm opening the restaurant, the new restaurant. There's no way. There's no way. I'm going to be working like 18-hour days.
I'm not waiting.
No, I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to.
I'll see it for the 5th time with you.
I just have no idea how I'm going to do that now. Like it's the restaurant opens the 30th.
Wow.
Those 4 days leading up to it will be just a nightmare for me.
Sucks to be you, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. Damn you, Marvel.
You want to hear what happened to me with my email?
Go ahead.
From MoviePass? I'll actually read the email because it's pretty. I saved it. So MoviePass is catching on to me, I think.
You know it.
Very good. Very good. Now, this wasn't directed to me. This is directed to all the movie passers. Okay. Hi, Steven. Shit.
No, that was directly directed at you. Steven's not a catch-all for people now. That was directly at you.
Please read this entire email as it contains important information about your MoviePass service.
And future arrest.
We are implementing a few systems to protect our service from fraudulent activity.
Oh.
Give me them ribs. Starting over
Clause 1, the Steve rule.
I'll take it. Starting over the next few days, after you purchase a movie ticket with your MoviePass card, you will need to upload a photo of your ticket stub. This photo needs to be uploaded before you're able to purchase your next movie ticket through MoviePass. You'll be prompted to submit the photo of your ticket stub through the MoviePass app. This feature will help us better track user behavior and ensure that subscribers are abiding by our terms of use.
I don't understand that one.
So if I can't buy a future ticket, if I buy a future ticket, I have to take a picture of my ticket and it'll record the day I take the picture.
Yeah, but what is the chance that someone's going to be there screening through all those tickets?
Well, it's going to be MoviePass. They're going to hire somebody at MoviePass to go through all the pictures, I guess.
Yeah, but like, what difference does it make if you bought the ticket?
Because you can't go through till you've seen the movie.
You're not allowed to go until
but that means
the day of the movie.
Someone is going to sit there and go, June 6th happened already. He's good. You know, like I can't see that actually happening.
Unless they build the app to read it.
Yeah.
And the app actually reads it?
They couldn't build the app to keep you from swindling them out of money.
That's true.
Yeah.
So when do you cancel MoviePass?
No, I'm just...
He's paid up for the year.
No, I'll just buy tickets. That's all I do anyway.
Okay.
I very rarely anymore buy future tickets. I did that for Black Panther, and I haven't
You're
done it
just collecting
since.
the points.
Yeah, I'm just collecting the points.
For your box of shit.
I could take the picture for my box of shit. So, yeah, I buy, like today.
You really are deranged.
Yeah. Like today, I bought a ticket for...
I drive to the movie theater every day, throw away tickets, so they can send me a box of trash in the mail.
So I can throw that away.
You're just like garbage cans.
I bought my 14th ticket for Black Panther today. And I got... Wait.
Ooh, a red garbage can, and in it goes.
Wait, it gets better because I'm getting Disney points for buying Disney movie tickets because my Regal app is linked to my Disney account. So every Disney movie I get 50 points towards my Disney account. Not only do I get the Regal movie points, I'm getting the Disney movie points on top of it.
The trash is going to be raked in.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So, yeah. So, for me, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to buy the ticket for the day of anyway. And I always buy it for the time that I go to the movies, too.
Steve's like Scrooge McDuck, except in jumping into money. He just in the movie tickets.
Yeah, it's just stubs. Just movie stubs. Phil Batista was very worried. Phil Batista emailed me. He goes, you got the email? I'm like, yeah, it's all good.
Mine says Steve on it, too, for some reason.
Yeah, but that's my movie pass. That's my you knows it.
Man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, well.
So we were talking about Avengers and other characters that they own now they don't want to go up against.
Yeah.
So I saw an interesting video from, I believe it was Nerdist, about Black Panther.
Okay.
And how Black Panther 2 will probably come out and what the storyline might be down in the future for it.
Right.
So they were talking about a storyline called Doom War in the comics. Have you heard of it?
No.
Dr. Doom takes over Wakanda.
Oh, wow.
And he like overthrows T'Challa.
Okay.
And the Black Panther instates a new Black Panther, which is his sister,
Mhm.
and he enlists the help of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four to help take Wakanda back. And like this would be a great way to introduce all of these characters to the Marvel Universe once they actually acquire the full rights to them
Mhm.
with a hero that you already know.
Right.
So I was like, that's actually a pretty interesting story.
Yeah, it's pretty
you
cool.
got the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and Doctor Doom in
And
Wakanda.
and the sister was cool too.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Mike hasn't seen it yet. So
I was
don't spoil
thinking.
it.
I was thinking the sister becomes Iron Man.
Like a Riri?
Like Riri, exactly like Riri, because you know Tony Stark's gonna die in Infinity
Yeah.
War. So why? It's perfect because she's the tech girl. She's probably can build things just as good as Tony Stark. Why not her become Iron Man or Riri or Ironheart, whatever it's
Right.
called? It's called Ironheart.
Yeah.
It would make a lot of sense. But yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yep.
Marvel's got to figure it out, man.
Oh yeah.
Marvel's got to figure
Yeah,
it out.
I think
they
just
have a plan.
I think they announced dates for like 4 more movies coming in the future, but no titles.
Oh, okay.
In other Marvel news, we're getting another reboot of the Marvel Comics.
Oh, I
universe.
read about this.
So
It's something like the 12th in 8 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I saw the list. It's astonishing how many
So
reboots there have been.
basically, they're going back to square one again. They're retconning all the heroes to what they were. You know, Jane Foster Thor is dying.
Well, she's gone.
Yeah,
Well, she's gone now.
Thor is becoming Thor again.
Mhm.
Spider-Man's becoming Spider-Man. The big 3 of the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, are all returning to the Avengers book.
Okay.
Avengers is the only title book that they're going to have.
Okay.
So all these other tie-ins, and it's going to be an 18 issues a year for Avengers, and they're
Okay.
gonna stick to this with other titles as well. They're gonna start cutting everything back down again
Mhm.
to just the main runs.
Dude, I haven't read Marvel. Like I haven't. The only Marvel I've read is Star Wars stuff.
Yep.
I haven't read anything else.
I think they lost a lot of money with what they were doing with the new characters and the new direction. I think they thought that they were gonna be able to capitalize on the popularity of the movies.
Yeah.
And they just lost all their readers.
I have read those Fantastic Four 2-in-1s.
I love them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I love it.
They're pretty good. And this guy who's writing those is the same guy who's writing Peter Parker.
Yep.
Spectacular.
I like that
And I
one
like
too.
that book
Yep.
too. Zdarsky is his
but
name.
apparently, there's a new head at Marvel, right?
Yeah, CB Cebulski.
Yeah, it's the new head of the new like editor in chief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all new people because they lost a bunch of their best writers. So they
They all went to DC.
So they're scrapping it and starting all over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw the list was ridiculous.
Yep.
How many times they've rebooted in the last decade?
DC is starting to not reboot, but introduce new characters to
Right.
their lineup. And they are rip-offs of Marvel characters,
Some
but
of
they're
them.
doing them better.
Yep.
Damage is the Hulk. Silencer is the Punisher.
Pretty much.
Sideways is Spider-Man. And the Sideways kid, he looks like Spider-Man. I mean, all you did was change the colors. But he's a teenage kid who can.
If the art looks good and the story is good, why not?
It was so refreshing to read the Sideways book because I'm like, this is what Peter Parker was. He's a high school kid, doesn't know how to control his powers,
Yep.
and he's doing whatever he can
Yeah.
to kind of figure it out. And it was a lot of fun. But hey, whatever.
Not a millionaire.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. Would you give it a shot, the Marvel stuff?
I'm sure there'll be a tie-in or like a story arc that'll get me back into it again. But
'Cause whatever happened with Legacy? Nothing ever happened. All they did was change the covers
Yeah,
and renumber
that's
them.
it.
That's all. They went
Aren't
back to
they
the numbers.
building towards another Infinity?
There is a new
Crisis?
book coming out called
Yeah.
Infinity something.
Right.
But there's so many Infinity books.
I have no idea what they're doing anymore. I really don't.
Right,
Yeah.
like Wolverine's back and he has one of the stones.
That I can't wait for. I cannot wait for Hunt for Wolverine.
Right, he has one of the stones, right?
I don't know.
I think he has the Space Stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
That's pretty cool.
there's stuff out with them and the Infinity Stones at the moment.
Oh, really?
So I don't know, like, are they just going to scrap that or?
I've really cut out.
Because I know like there are
Marvel.
little stamps on the covers of something. I'm like, where's Wolverine? And I don't know if that has anything to tie in with it.
Your buddy Todd Knock, he did a big.
He did the cover, right?
Yeah, he did like 4 covers.
variant
It's kind
covers,
of
yeah.
like a Where's Waldo
Yeah.
of like all heroes and whatnot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, so he said he spent 120 hours or something on it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
120 hours of your life. That's awesome, though, man.
He just makes it look so easy.
Right?
Speaking of reboots,
Yeah.
our favorite cartoon of the 80s is getting rebooted. Finally.
Cartoon? What cartoon?
Transformers.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear this.
Hasbro is getting rid of Michael Bay after
Oh, the movie reboots?
The movies.
Okay.
After the Bumblebee movie,
Yeah.
they're restarting everything. Hasbro is going to have a bigger role with Paramount and they're gonna start from scratch again.
Wow. I saw a really cool Transformers thing on YouTube the other day. It was called it's Combiner Wars. Did you see
Yeah,
any
it's
of
like a
this?
new. They're like digital shorts.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're really, really good. They're only about 8 minutes.
Yep.
And it's all the old like G1 style Transformers.
Right.
But in like a new kind of CGI-ish animation. But it's
Right.
not. It doesn't turn you off like when they first started doing that kind of CGI kind of stuff. It looks drawn, and it's all the original voices, or it sounds like them. They try to get them as good
accurate,
as they can.
yeah.
But it's really good. It's really, really good, man. Check that out on YouTube. It's called Combiner Wars.
I will.
It's very good.
So maybe we'll get some good Transformer movies around the next few years or so.
It feels like it's right out of the comics because it all takes place on Cybertron.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then one of my favorite Disney movies. It's a real like reach, but The Rocketeer.
That was good. That was a good movie. When
I
we
love
were
that
little.
movie. It's
That's my man.
Yeah.
What's his name? I love that guy.
Which guy?
Wasn't he the Mummy? Wasn't that the Mummy guy? Guy in the Mummy?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's not the Rocketeer.
Not the Rocketeer.
No.
Who's the Rocketeer?
I think it's just a random actor.
Oh, I know.
I don't think it was
Johnny
anybody famous.
Rando.
Johnny Rando.
But it's gonna get a reboot to Disney Junior as an animated series.
Oh, that's cool. Wasn't that a cartoon at one point? I thought it was a cartoon at one point.
It was a comic book.
Okay.
And then they made it into the movie.
Okay.
But I love that movie.
Yeah.
I might actually like try to
That's like
catch.
the 50s, right? I love that era. I love the look of that.
Try to catch an
That
episode.
one's so campy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that movie. That's why it's good.
like almost like Dick Tracy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah. Rocketeer doesn't creep me out. It has that like Batman animated series kind of vibe to it sometimes, right?
Yes.
The drawings.
Yes.
and
Very
stuff.
much so.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I saw something really cool. It's a great idea. In Austin, Texas, there's a group of women who have started Harry Potter yoga, and they've taken.
There are broomsticks involved?
No, I mean I guess they've taken it their yoga poses,
Yeah.
and they themed
Downward
their,
Harry?
It's called
Downward Dobby?
It's called Downward Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy's the dog.
Yep.
Okay.
Slytherin Cobra.
Okay.
Reverse Wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it just the real?
I think it's the real
yoga
poses,
poses,
but
just
they,
real
they
names?
deck out like their
Oh.
studio. I thought it was pretty interesting. Like if you like Harry Potter, why not?
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you.
So I was like, oh, if you're in Austin, Texas, you want to do some yoga poses, go check them out.
Cool, man. Did they have to dress up like wizards or anything? They have to wear robes or
I was
anything? Or
trying to
scarves?
find pictures, but there weren't any pictures.
All right. You
I
creep.
would imagine a lot of people don't like being.
Creep. I was looking for pictures of the yoga. I was.
I'm not.
In-depth
Most people
reporting.
like stretched into a weird pose, sweating, aren't like. Take a picture of this.
Yeah.
Put it on the internet.
Well, no, right at
Absolutely.
the beginning before they get all sweaty. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
They'd have to wear leggings, the different color school leggings.
Joe's on a list now for
How
creeps.
about that?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm on the block list.
Gryffindor leggings or Slytherin leggings or Hufflepuff leggings.
Hufflepuff, and what's the last
Yeah.
one?
I have no idea.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah,
there it
you
is.
go. There you go.
You guys really had to reach for that.
Why? I think we got it pretty good.
Oh, so remember a week or two ago, I said that Disney had announced or had leaked that they had announced a new name for their park.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cinemation.
Yeah.
Cinemagine.
They had the D23 Expo in Japan, which is like their convention in Japan this year.
Someone came up with a better name.
No, they came out and they were like, hey, so we're not going to rename that right away because they got a mountain of shit for it on the internet.
We listened to this dinner and a podcast,
No, it
and
wasn't
they
it.
didn't like it.
No, and no one liked it. Dude.
This
Once-
guy Joe, he couldn't say it to save his life.
He said Cinnabon Park.
And that's what happened. They're like, well, for the foreseeable future, we're going to hold off on renaming it. So we come up because the internet just...
Joe
Oh
couldn't
my
remember
God.
park. What did he say? Said Cinnamon Land or something?
Yeah.
Cinnabon Land.
Oh.
Cinnabon.
What other you knows it you got, Joe?
Oh yeah. Well, this one was from Joe at Just a Bit Outside. He posted it was an article about the men's curling team that beat Canada.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
did you watch it?
I did.
It was
yeah.
good.
Calling it the Miracle on Ice Part 2.
Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
That's lame. It's
I know,
not.
it's very lame.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what you guys had.
Yeah, no.
Can you come up with anything better?
I saw a picture that said, it looks like four dads who went out to play curling and somehow won a gold medal.
That's excellent.
The four of them is like, it looks like four dads got up, decided to curl, somehow won a gold medal.
That would be great. Just the four guys walking down like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, back in their houses.
Yeah.
Everyone slides into a minivan or something. That's what they look like, though.
Yeah.
You look at those guys, you're like athletes.
The guy with the mustache holding a six-pack of Labatt Blue.
You're listening to the next Winter Olympians.
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't even know it.
that. Special Olympians? Maybe, but
You don't think we could pull off curling?
on an Olympic level?
I'm super excited to try it.
When is that again? March what?
16.
16.
Okay, good. I got to put that in my
You're
calendar.
coming,
I'm coming.
right?
I'm coming.
All right.
Don't worry. I'll be there.
That's what he said last time.
You knows it.
He's not coming.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And it wouldn't be Joe's. You knows it.
Without a silly one.
I have 3 silly ones.
All right.
So a couple weeks ago was Fashion Week in the city,
Okay.
and someone thought it was going to be a great idea to
Have Fashion Week in New York City.
create something for Fashion Week that's not very fashionable,
Mm-hmm.
or do her research about what they're for.
Okay.
So the thing that this designer created was a vagina wig.
A wig for your vagina?
Yes.
There's a name for that.
Yes, it's called a Merkel.
The Merkin.
Right, Merkins.
Merkel. Angela Merkel.
Merkel and vagina.
It's called the Merkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not just not shave and then just trim it to where you want it?
Well, the whole purpose of the
How's it stay on?
Merkin is
Hashtag
that
Merkin.
back in the 1400s, sex workers would have to shave off their pubes
Yeah.
to hide
To not get crabs and stuff.
to hide venereal diseases.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they would put on these Merkins to hide it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
But this woman didn't research that.
Okay.
So as soon as she had her models parading with these Merkins on, people were like, "Well, this is
Are they dirt? Are they
This
unclean?
is offensive,
Yeah.
right?"
How you spell Merkin? Hashtag Merkin?
I don't know.
Merkins.
I-N.
I have never understood fashion, and this stuff I understand even less.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, you're a genius. No, you're not. You're an imbecile.
Right.
as you read more about it,
Yeah.
they were used for people who had to shave off their pubes because of pubic lice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, hey, why did you think this was a great idea? She's like, I got all this fabric lying around. Let's just make vagina
Merkins.
wigs.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
Vagina wigs. Right up there with Tata towels.
Tata towels, the boyfriend pillow.
Yep.
And Merkins.
You heard it here first, folks.
You knows it.
You knows it.
Your
100%.
Google search history must be amazing.
This comes up.
The FBI is laughing their asses off at Joe.
This came up on
Must
my
be
Facebook
amazing.
feed.
Harry Potter Merkins.
He starts typing. They all gather around the computer
That's a
to
great
watch.
idea, Steve.
Right, get your Ron Weasley Merkin and your
One's got a lightning bolt.
Yeah, there you go. Patent this shit.
You know, every time Joe cracks open his laptop, a light goes on in an FBI office. Come on. He's Googling again.
Oh, this is funny.
So we also do Amazon items.
Yes, we do.
I have an Amazon item for you.
For me?
specifically.
Oh, Christ.
This is going to help you in your war on shit.
Oh, no.
For $19.99,
Yeah.
you can get a 20 count
Mm-hmm.
of what could save your life with your daughter.
Wet ones.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
but imagine in glove form.
Really?
They're called shittens.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Yes.
Is that one T or two?
Go on Amazon, 2 T's, and Google shittens. For $19.99, you get a 20 count of what look like wet wipes that you pull out of,
it's a glove.
Yeah, it's a glove. It's a mitten that you put on your hand.
Yeah.
And you wipe your kid's ass.
Wow.
I might buy them for myself because it just sounds too good to pass up.
Oh my God. That would feel so weird.
Get that for your dad.
Oh my God.
I got you something better than Charmin.
My father's hands would not fit into a shitten. My dad was a boxer. His hands are like all, they're big.
Get the extra large size.
They're pretty big.
Yeah.
You find it, Mike?
How do you,
This can't be real.
do you just pull them off like a latex glove when you want to pull them off? Because it's going to be full of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine just kind of peel them off, throw them in the toilet, and flush them down.
They have to be
Paper.
It
flushed.
says shittens for babies, for pets, for grandpa, for you.
Yes.
Come on. They have celebrity endorsements on the page. This can't be true. One of them's Mark Cuban.
Oh my God. That can't
It
be
probably
right.
got pitched on Shark Tank.
Yeah, that's probably where it got pitched, Mike.
I guess so. There's so many.
Harry Potter Merkles, here we come.
Yep, Merkins.
Merkins.
We're gonna invent something, call it a Merkle. You know that's what has
And
to
what's
happen.
good? What good is 20 of them? Like, you get a pack of wipes for a baby. It's like,
Oh, I go through 5 at
it's
least per diaper.
hundreds, yeah.
I mean,
You
I
start
don't.
off small, and then you know.
Jenny
supply them.
McCarthy, shittins, awesome. That's what it said.
So wait. Do we want to add a quote to this? Dinner on a podcast? Shittins.
This can't
I don't know.
be real.
It's craptastic.
Are shittins supposed? They have a frequently asked questions. Are shittins supposed to replace toilet paper? No. Use toilet paper for your standard bathroom needs. When life requires to combine the toilet paper with shittins experience, we highly recommend dry, wet, dry.
It's a recipe.
Do you
on how
wet
to
it
wipe your
yourself?
ass.
But feel free to live like a Rockefeller and use all the shittins you can afford.
This can't be.
This can't be real.
Order them.
You knows it.
If we order them, how about we give it to somebody? How about this be a prize?
Absolutely. How are we gonna do this?
What? iTunes review.
Okay.
You want shittins? Give us an iTunes review. Number 37, because we got 36.
Okay.
Number 37 on the iTunes.
Are shittins flushable?
You get yourself a 20
This
pack
is what we
of
like to
shittins.
call a gray area. Then next to it, they write brown area. LOL. This can't be real.
If it's on Amazon, I'm buying it.
Then it says
It is $19.99.
Because they'll refund me if it's not real.
frequently asked questions. Can you reuse a shittin? It
You
says,
get next day shipping.
what are you
Next day
gross?
What you gross?
What are you gross?
That's the answer.
What are you gross? Yeah. This can't, these are ridiculous.
That's funny, man.
Who's the genius behind shittins? Richie Wilson. We like to call him the ass wipe behind the ass wipe. Come on, this has got to be a joke. Wow. He has a Twitter page.
Number 37 on the reviews gets themselves a 20 pack of shittins on me.
You got to tweet him.
Okay.
You got to tweet the owner.
Okay.
Tell him you got new sponsors.
Yes.
Bag of dicks and shittins, man. Yeah. Or you can only go up from there, man.
How'd you even find this?
So I'm gonna.
How do you find this?
Don't worry about it.
All right. The FBI again.
You know what? This might have been a post somebody shared on one of their pages.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna wrap up with this story.
Wait. Mike found something? What'd you find?
They're hiring. It says, is your current job crappy? Become a shittin' sales specialist.
I'll totally sell this. I'll sell this every day.
It says,
I'll sell
here are
this.
some
sell
facts
the
to
shit out of
consider
it.
when deciding whether you should work for shittins. There are 7 billion people on this planet. We're not sure, but nearly all of them have butts.
Gotta say, they're clever. Their PR team is clever.
I can just see it right now.
You get 10% commission for every store you sell them to.
Shittins, dude. At Get Shittins.
That's the website
Get
I'm on.
Shittins. Hurry up and get Shittins. Oh my, follow. I am going to message them right now as we speak.
We at Shittins could care about your safety.
Can we
please do not approach drug dealers without consulting local law enforcement when you're trying to sell them.
What should I say? Can we please make an arrangement to discuss some type of
shittin' sales opportunities?
Can we please be your spokesman?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can we be your number 2?
That's it. All right. Well, I hope the next product's amazing because
it's not a product; it's a story.
Okay.
So nothing's topping shittins.
No, nothing.
Oh no.
Does this top shittins?
You knows it. How come I'm doing it?
Because I'm trying to compose myself.
Oh man.
So
if you become a salesman, you get discounts and you get free samples of shittins.
I'm in.
All right. So the tweet says, "At Get Shittins, can we please be your spokesmen? Please let us be your number 2."
Yeah.
All right. Tweet it out. They have 1,000 followers, 1,500 followers, man. All right. What's your story?
Right. So on a flight from Dubai to Amsterdam, a gentleman was escorted off the plane, not only by the police but by the pilot because a fight broke out.
Okay.
Do you know what the fight was over? Farts on the plane.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yes.
I heard about this. The guy would not stop farting on the plane.
He farted so much that people complained enough that the pilot had to come out of his cockpit to tell him to stop.
Get out of here. I thought they weren't ever allowed out.
For this, they were.
That's unbelievable.
This guy tried to create the world's largest Dutch oven.
Flying Dutch oven, no less.
Yeah.
Highest Dutch oven.
Yeah, he's got all the what's that stupid book with all the
Guinness.
records? Thanks. He's got all the Guinness Book of World Records.
Was there something wrong with him?
No.
Well, you think it was
Some
funny?
people get a kick out of farting and watching other people like.
Some people, they call them
men.
males.
Yeah, men.
49% of the population.
So they had to stop in Vienna, and much to everybody's relief, they got him off the plane. And then, like, the ladies behind him got kicked off the plane.
Because they smelled?
I guess that they were, like, trying to, like...
They needed the shower.
Tell the cops that they didn't have any right to take him off. Like, no, you can just go with him.
Did you ever see that Rick and Morty episode with the cloud that they're trying to assassinate? And they name him Fart?
Yes.
I like this name. Fart.
Farts on a plane.
Farts on a plane, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much do you have to fart before they throw you off a plane?
Oh, dude, there were times where I've been sick and I didn't get out of bed for 2 or 3 days, and like my mom walked in the room and was like, "What happened in here? Are you okay? Maybe you should go in the bathroom."
What died?
Oh, yeah, it's bad. That's all you got?
Come on, you were in the car when we went to the Comic-Con when
Once you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not like enough where people are like, I've had enough. Get me the pilot.
Flying from Dubai to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. How far? How long was that flight?
Oh.
A fight broke out,
Yeah.
it says.
Stop farting, asshole! You tell the asshole to stop farting.
It's
Get
not me. Well, the one who smelt it dealt it. Well, the one who denied it supplied it.
They just keep going back and forth. Stupid.
Some lady's yelling, "I got shittens if you need them."
Has anybody got shittens? All right.
Wow. Farts on a plane.
Farts
and
on a plane.
shittens
That's some way to end, Joe.
And vagina wigs.
All right. Merkles.
You know
Merkins.
it.
You know that. All right. Uh-oh. Mike found something again.
Jacob Rosen, a clinical professor at the University of Copenhagen, says the man should not have been escorted off the plane, and he's not to blame because the natural gases in your stomach can expand by up to 30% at low pressure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If I was that guy, I'd be just young. I'm saving everybody's life. I'm saving your life.
Derriere.
Don't even know it.
Yeah. Everyone get your glasses ready because I'm doling out some derriere.
He changed the name of the airline.
Derriere. Yes, another pun.
Derriere Airline.
What if the oxygen mask came out? Because it was so bad.
That'd be funny. Oh.
The pressure's increased a lot here. We can't figure out why. So much extra gas.
On that note, give Tony a lead in for wasting time.
Take it away, Tony. Pew pew.
You farting? Yeah, you be farting.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. How are you wasting time? Or how are you pissing off your wife?
Oh my God.
Who wants to go first with wasting time?
Not me.
All right, I'll go first. What the hell? Okay, so I went to Sonic for the first time
Oh, why?
because we saw it on TV and we're like, "You want to go get Sonic?"
Not good.
The McFlurry was good.
All right.
Because that's all it is. It's a freaking McFlurry. That was all right. I ended up getting something I shouldn't. I got like chicken nuggets at Sonic. I should have got a burger or a hot dog, but I didn't. Stupid. It wasn't
It's
that
cool
good.
because it's a drive.
You didn't get a little
in,
doggy?
right?
I just went through the drive-through and came back because we had the kids.
You have one right here.
Yeah, we went to the one on the island.
Oh, wait a
yeah.
minute. Isn't it like where they come
Yeah,
out to your car?
It was very late, and we were like, "You want to go get Sonic?" And it was like, "Oh, we got to put the babies to sleep." I'm like, "We just go through the drive-through." Yeah, that wasn't great.
Oh,
you missed the whole.
took the
they
whole
roller
point
skate
of-
up to your
I know.
car.
Do they roller skate still?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they do. I saw Annihilation.
I heard it was really good. Okay.
It wasn't bad. It was just boring. It was just really boring. It wasn't a bad movie at all. It looked beautiful. It had really, really good effects, but it was just boring. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to say. It was like, you know how, like, did you ever see Arrival?
No.
Yes.
Or they say, I haven't seen it, but they say Arrival was really, really boring until
Don't
the
you
last
remember
20
my
minutes.
car broke down on the way to Arrival?
That's right. We never got to see it twice.
I really liked Arrival. I saw it at home. I really, really enjoyed it.
Was it really boring for 2 hours?
You'll hate it.
Yeah.
You'll hate it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what
I loved it. You will hate it.
It's basically Annihilation. Nothing happens until the last
Nothing
half hour.
happens in this in Arrival.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens.
Right.
You'll hate it.
See, but nothing happened in Passengers, and I liked Passengers.
Huh.
It was, and again, I didn't dislike the movie. It was just boring.
Okay.
That's all. The idea is cool, and it's sciencey and it's biology-ish. So she's a biologist, so there's a lot of biology in it. So I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, see, and Passengers is hung on physics.
Right. And Nicole wanted to see Black Panther, but I didn't want to see Black Panther for a second time. I didn't like it that much to see it a second time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see a lot of movies this for a second time. It's very rare that I do that. I saw Transformers 1 and 2 twice in the movies.
Right.
I saw Spider-Man Homecoming twice, and I saw Civil War twice. That's really the most recent ones.
Wow.
I would love to talk about Black Panther, but you haven't seen it, huh?
Mm-mm.
It was good. I think it was above average. I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything like that, but I think it was above average. I think the message, I think Disney tackled a very tough message in a very good way. It's a tough message in a tough time.
Yeah.
In a country that's going through some shit, and they could have went about it in a number of ways, where people left angry or whatever. But I think they did a good job at it.
I thought it was fantastic.
I would love to sit down with a black person and say, what message did you get, and compare it to the message I got, because I wonder if it's the same. I would wonder if that would be similar. But I enjoyed the movie. But I think if you take it as a movie that has social implications, I guess it was better that way than it was a comic book movie.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like it's an average comic book movie.
It didn't feel like a comic book movie.
Yeah. Well, at points it did. But I think if you just look at it as a comic book movie and you take the social implications out of it, it's an average comic book movie. It's better than Doctor Strange.
Yep.
But like not as good as Ant-Man.
It has an outside shot of being the highest grossing one. You don't think it's not as good as
Ant-Man?
I really enjoyed Ant-Man.
I think it's better than Ant-Man.
All right, fine. To say it's better than Ant-Man, but it's not better than Thor Ragnarok.
It's going to make more money than it.
Yeah. No, but I don't think
$700 million in 2 weekends.
What I'm saying is I don't think it's because of its comic book nature. I think it's because of the social things surrounding it. That's why it's making so much money.
It's making, there's a chance it's going to be the highest grossing comic movie ever.
Yeah. Well,
if it keeps
I
up
could see
this
that.
pace.
Because Steve keeps buying tickets for it.
Yeah, it's because I have 14 tickets. But I thought the story was solid.
Everything was solid. I thought everything was solid.
I liked all the actors and actresses. My favorite was the general, the girl of the what's his army called? I forget the name of the army. Remember. But yeah, it was good. I mean, the action scenes weren't. I didn't think the action scenes were great, and I didn't like what they did with the suit. I don't want to give anything away with the suit. Actually, whatever. But it was good. You should definitely see it.
Yeah,
for sure. If you're a Marvel fan, you're gonna like it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. I left there enjoying it a lot. But
if you're a movie fan, go see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I started watching Altered Carbon.
I heard it's great
on Netflix, dude. It's really good.
I heard it's 50-50. Either you like it or you don't like it.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'm only 2 episodes in. It looks way better than a TV show should look. Like it doesn't skimp on the CGI, in my opinion, for the first 2 episodes. The acting's very good. The idea is super cool, where you have a skin, your body. You can take your consciousness and they put it in things called a stack. And it's basically just a big computer chip that they slide into your vertebrae.
Right.
And that takes all your memories and all your emotions. And you can just take the stack out and put it into another sleeve, they call it.
Okay.
Which is any body you want. You can take my, what I call it?
Stack.
My stack and put it into Mike's sleeve or whatever. You can become anybody you want.
Hope he wears protection.
Yeah. And the guy that he was in, I don't know his name, but he was the guy from Suicide Squad. He played Flag in the Suicide Squad. Okay. He's very, very good. He was like a terrorist freedom fighter, and then 250 years later, he goes to prison, and then 250 years later, they take his stack. Somebody buys his stack and puts it into a sleeve of Rick Flag.
Yeah,
yeah, and hires him to solve a murder.
Okay,
in the future, 250 years in the future. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna stick with it. Absolutely stick with it. I got a Marie story. I got a pretty funny Marie story. Marie and Joe, her husband, came over the house a week ago because they're going to Disney with us over the summer.
Oh, really?
So
thanks for the invite.
You're invited. You can come whenever you want.
I wasn't invited.
You want to go?
No.
Okay, you were invited. So she came over and she started having a sneezing fit. And I was like, you know what you need, Marie? You need Navage.
Yep.
And she goes, yeah, I see it over there. She did it. I got Marie DeZio to Navage in my kitchen. That's right,
Very
baby.
nice.
I gave her the brand new nose tips because it comes with like 3 sets of nose tips. Threw some new nose tips on there. Navage the shit out of Marie.
It's like he's selling a new car. I threw some new nose tips. We got
her a
the
true
interior
coat?
vacuumed. We waxed the
And she navaged. I wanted to video it, but I didn't. I should have. But yeah, I got Marie to navage in my.
You're not going to tell your other
my
Marie
kitchen.
story?
What's my other Marie? No. We're going to keep that a secret.
Oh, because...
That's not good for business.
Okay.
That's not good for business.
All right.
Yeah.
You sure?
And the last thing, yeah, I'm positive. The last thing I want to talk about is the women's gold medal game, the women's hockey gold medal game in hockey.
I missed it.
Oh my god!
I heard it was fantastic,
dude. One of the best hockey games I've seen in a long time, man. First of all, these girls are the best girl hockey players in the world, barred by far. Like no other country holds a candle to these two countries. They hate each other so much. The checking that goes on, the brutality, the cross-checking, the hatred between these two teams is unrivaled, and you feel it in every play. And it went to overtime, and it went to a shootout, and the United States girls won in the shootout, and it was one of the sickest moves I've ever seen. Like, NHL goalies probably weren't stopping this move, and it was so good. 2 a.m, it went till 2:30 in the morning. I stayed up all night to watch it, and I friggin' cheered and jumped out of my friggin' seat when they won the gold, man. It was great. So congratulations to that. That was my highlight of the Olympics.
Okay. You saw the Canadians took the silver medals off immediately.
Just one girl.
Yeah.
It was one girl. Yeah, she's a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty shitty.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? That's a spoiled brat for you. I think we did that too one year. I think someone did that one year for us, so it happens. People act stupid.
Yeah.
But there were some really good stories in the Olympics. Did you guys have any memorable Olympic memories this year or no?
I was watching the Jamaican bobsledders.
Yeah.
And there was a Nigerian bobsled team.
Yeah.
Did you see the race with I think it was the men's where they tied?
No.
They both tied. It was the men's. It was like Canada and Germany. Like the Germans went. These guys were ridiculously fast. Everything was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the German guys were like putting on a clinic, dude.
And then the Canadians went, and they were like they had to have a perfect run, and they did, and they tied, and they both got gold, I believe. But I was watching one race where the guy was going so fast on the last turn, and the driver puts his head down and takes a turn like really quick. He catches the edge of the turn like at the wrong angle, and just barely makes it past the finish line, and then just flips the bobsled over. The teammates, the doctors all come running over them, and they get out. They both look at each other. They're kind of told that they're in first, and instead of like I'm in pain, they're like yes, high fiving.
That's awesome.
The sled is all like destroyed.
That's great. Good for them.
And then I was watching the women's half pipe snowboard.
Yep.
And I don't know if you watched it, but they were like, it was one of the runs, like every girl that went wiped out.
Really?
Every single one. And one girl, when she wiped out, she hit the ground so hard that her helmet fell apart.
Oh my God.
Like pieces of like the plastic covering just like went flying.
Holy cow.
Like she was on the ground for a while. Like I thought she was dead the way she hit the ground. Like it was.
Did you get the picture I sent you of the Canadian girl after the luge? I sent you the picture of the Canadian girl's reaction after the U.S. luge girl almost broke her freaking neck.
Yeah.
The poor girl looked horrified. But yeah, man, there were some rough injuries in this.
I watched a biathlon. That was a lot of fun.
There was so many of them.
Cross country.
So many.
Cross country skiing. You ever watch that?
I watched this year with the ladies.
Yeah.
Because when they won, right? They upset everybody.
They're running on skis.
Yeah, they're running.
At certain points, they're running
ridiculous.
uphill on
Yes.
skis.
I'm like, good on them.
There was one guy from, I want to say he was from Norway. His last name was like Kieber or Kieber, something like that. And they named the hill after him after this Olympics. They were like, because he got up, he was with the whole pack until they got to this hill. And dude, they all started running at the same time because they're all trained to do this. Dude, he blew away from these guys like 50 yards. And they were like, they called it Kiebering or Khyber Hill, something like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And then after that, he's just gone. It was cool.
Yeah, no, I like the Olympics. I watched as much as I could catch with work. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I watched a Netflix movie this week, a new one called The Discovery.
Okay.
And it is...
Is it a documentary?
It is not a documentary. It is... Robert Redford's in it. Robert Redford is in it. Wow, that was hard to say. And Jason Segel, who is the guy from How I Met Your Mother. Not Ted, the other guy. Robert Redford is a scientist who proves that something your conscious goes on after you die. He doesn't know what it is, where it goes. He just is able to detect like something leaving, right? So they call that the discovery when he announces it. And in the first year, 4 million people commit suicide because of it.
Because they want to see what leaves.
Because they just want to go. Like they like, well, if I know there's something after this,
right?
I want out.
Okay.
And his son is Jason Segel, and he comes to his dad because he doesn't think that he should tell everyone that I was wrong.
Right.
Because even if there is something, you have no idea what you're sending them to.
Right.
And 4 million people have committed suicide. Like in every house, there's a clock that ticks as people commit suicide. And it just says, like...
The numbers just keep going up.
Yeah, and it says something like, don't give up something you know, something you don't know, or something like that.
Suicide clock.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And the movie really kind of goes... He confronts his dad, and his dad is trying to figure out what happens to you after. And that's what the movie's about, like the whole dynamic of this. And it's super weird. Is it entertaining? I wasn't like unengaged watching it. I would never watch it again.
Right.
There's a love story thing in it, and what I didn't like is they answer the question, like what happens, and I think that was the mistake in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like answering what happens. Like I think it would have been way more.
See, that would piss me off if they didn't answer the question.
No, I would like leave it up to your imagination.
Right.
Like they answer it at the end, and I didn't think it was necessary to.
Because Annihilation doesn't answer shit, and I'm like, I
yeah.
wanna know.
So that's what happens in this one, and I was like, the acting's all good. It's very low budget. There's not a lot of action. Right. It's a drama. It's not bad. I wasn't. It was like a 98% suggestion on my Netflix, so I'm like, I'm gonna like that, and it was all right. One thing I loved was Chris Rock's new stand-up special.
He's got a new one.
Tambourine, it's called.
Okay.
It's on
Netflix. Came out like a week or 2 weeks ago. It is unbelievably good. It is Rock's first special after he got divorced. So he got taken to the cleaners in his divorce.
Wow.
They all do.
I think he said he had 3 different mistresses.
Oh my goodness.
And he's classified as like a sex addict now. Like porn addict. Porn addict. So he got taken to the cleaners in his divorce.
Disgusting.
So he came out now. Like he clearly came out as a guy who was like, I have to rebuild my wealth. Not like my reputation, but my wealth.
Yeah.
So oh my God, he comes out swinging. It is a really good special.
Huh.
But doesn't he, all his earnings, doesn't he still have to give it to his wife?
Yeah, I guess, but now you got to make twice as much.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, 'cause he talks about like he bought a mansion around the corner from his mansion. Yeah. It's really good. He tackles...
Was that his mistress mansion?
No, these like girls out on the road.
Okay.
That'd
be hardcore.
He talks about gun violence in it,
Right.
which is like his opening bit, which it came out I think the day of the Florida shooting, which I was like, ooh, but it was more about cops shooting black kids.
Yeah.
But it's still like gun control issues. It's excellent. A lot of it's about his divorce and like being, because that's what was current in his life.
Right.
But I laughed a lot. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Nice.
So, yeah, Chris Rock, Tambourine. I've seen a lot of crappy Netflix comedy specials over the last couple of years. This one's excellent. Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
Have you guys ever watched The Wire?
No, I heard it's amazing.
I started it. I'm like 5 or 6 episodes into season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Like
people say it's the best TV show ever made.
I heard
it's like up that with Breaking Bad.
It's like the production of 1 doesn't seem so great, but I heard as you go in, like the production gets better. But it's like a who's who of actors.
Mm-hmm.
Idris Elba's in it. The kid from Remember the Titans. Michael B. Jordan's one of the younger kids. I'm finding that I need to watch 1 episode at a time because there's a lot of stuff you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
And I'm hooked.
Cool.
Like every night I'm like, I gotta watch my episode.
What network was that on?
HBO.
Oh, it was HBO. Oh, I'll give that a shot then.
Oh, it's really good.
I'll give that a shot.
It's older now, but
it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay,
you can watch all 5 seasons.
Nice.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, HBO Go, or is it just on Prime?
Prime.
Wow.
Yep. And I started the Unsolved Murders of Tupac and Biggie.
How is that?
Fantastic.
Did you watch the other documentary about them being friends and the assassination of them or the murders of them?
That's this.
I think this is the behind the scenes. This is from the cops' point of views, right?
No. This is.
Oh, okay. Because I saw something months and months and months ago.
This is on USA.
Okay.
It's with Josh Duhamel and the guy from Westworld.
Yeah, he plays. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
So Josh Duhamel is the cop that's investigating the cold case, and the guy from Westworld is the cop that was. I believe he's investigating the murders in the past.
Okay. Oh, he's the cop during the murders.
Right. So something happens with
and then later on somebody takes it, opens it up again. Okay.
Yeah. It's only the first episode.
What's the name of it?
Unsolved Murders of Tupac and Biggie.
Cool.
It's really great. If you like documentary stuff like Straight Outta Compton, this fits into that feel, but there's an actual bigger story behind it. It's really good.
Nice.
But I have a challenge for you, Steve.
Oh boy.
Well, no, it's a good one.
Oh, good.
Because you like to draw, and we talked about bucket lists, and watching different artists do different things. A profile challenge.
My own profile?
No, you take a hero.
Yeah.
And you do maybe a month's worth of profiles.
Just that one hero?
Well, you do different ones. Different one every day.
Yeah,
returned in profile?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
100%. Where'd you see that?
Or
you just made it up?
I came across someone's artist feed.
Yeah.
And they were just drawing a profile and I like doing this. This is whatever. And I know you're always looking for art challenges.
Absolutely.
It'll give you something else to do and practice.
I actually did a Batman profile on a comic book, on a blank comic book cover, which I really enjoyed. It was I'll definitely do that.
So, figured I'd give you
cool.
a challenge.
Speaking of Batman, I kickstarted the Batman game. We mentioned it a couple weeks ago.
You are nuts.
No, I'm not.
What's a Kickstarter?
Oh, yeah. No, I kickstarted the Batman game. Came out.
It looks great.
Does look good.
It's just a board game.
Yeah.
You bought a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 50% off that.
That you can't play with it.
How much was your guitar? $1 million? You're paying it off for the next 60 years?
$2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes music.
Yeah.
He's going to have time with his kids. And
I will easily get 50 hours worth to play out of this.
No, I know you would.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting.
What's the name of it so I can hashtag it?
Batman
Gotham City Chronicles.
Okay.
What were you telling me today? It just had more add-ons, right?
So it was the base game. The basic game was $140 Kickstarted. They're never going to release it outside of Kickstarter. And then they said, okay, that's the base game. With anything Kickstarter, you have a stretch goal. Every time they hit a certain dollar amount, they throw something else into the people who backed. So there's a stretch goal from $1 million all the way up to $5 million every $100,000. Right. So they've already got $2.4 million in.
Jesus.
First in 2 days. And then the other one was that base game and then all the expansions. So they made an Arkham Asylum expansion, which is Arkham Asylum boards and all the villains from Arkham Asylum. And then there's a Batman, Bruce Wayne and the Wayne Manor expansion, which is Wayne Manor and all stuff from that. And then a Batmobile and that kind of stuff. And that whole package is $320.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's stopping the person from taking all this money and running to another country?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's happened.
Okay.
It's 100% happened. One or two companies have been sued. But no, there's no promise to deliver on a Kickstarter. None.
Wow.
So, if you read through the Kickstarter at the very bottom, they're always like, hey, who we are, why we do it, and why you should have faith in us. But there was one where a guy did a monster version of Monopoly.
Right.
It was Terror in Atlantic City, I think was what it was called. And that was a really famous one because it got a couple $1 million, and the guys just vanished. So another board game company ended up printing the game and just giving it to everyone to back them. Because they were like, this sucks. And a big part of the board game industry now is Kickstarter. And they're like, we don't want people to lose faith.
Right.
So the company's like, we're just going to print some approximation of this game and send it out. But yeah, it's happened. You kickstart something, you don't know what you're doing, you don't get enough money.
Yeah.
But this company has done several
They got good reputation.
They've done several games already.
Okay.
Like they did a Conan game last year. The year before that, they did a Greek gods
Conan
one.
the Barbarian or Conan the TV show?
No, Conan the Barbarian. Yeah.
Just comes with a red merkin.
Yeah.
All the pieces are red merkins.
Yeah. So
Sexual harassment panda.
Sexual harassment panda.
Like this one's gonna have what, 200 or 300 models.
Masturbating bear.
Those are all the old ones.
I know, the best ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the old Conan was the best. But I'm
Triumph.
super excited to get it.
The insult
Triumph. Oh, when he goes to Star Wars and he's waiting online with the Star Wars people and there's the pregnant lady. He goes, "This is going to be the first and last time he sees a vagina." That's great. Anyway,
I can't wait to see it.
Next April.
Try it out.
Cool.
Next April.
Can't wait.
It's a long time. So give him $300 and I get to enjoy it 18 months from now.
All right. So our main topic, as always, brought to you by bagadicks.com. When you need to send someone a bag of dicks, look no further than the original Bag of Dicks, the ultimate gag gift. Enter promo code DINNERPOD at checkout or go to bagadicks.com/dinnerpod to receive 10% off of your order. So today what we're doing, we did this last year and it worked out amazingly well. We did a March Madness last year where we took the top 16 movies in 4 different genres.
Mm-hmm.
We put them faced them off against one another on Facebook. We had like 200-300 votes per movie. We did this over 4 weeks of March, and people, the amount of interactions we got were
it was great.
It was through the roof. It was a lot of fun, and we have even more followers now, and more people interact with us. So I just assume it's going to be even better than it was last year. But we didn't want to do the same kind of bracket with different genre of movies. So what we did this year, which was, I think, was this Joe's idea or was Joe and Mike's idea? All right, it was Mike's idea. Mike wins topic of the day or topic of the week, whatever it is. And what we did was we came up with action heroes, the characters, not the actors that play them, the characters in action heroes, and we're facing them off against each other in our March Madness action hero bracket.
Movie bracket.
There you go. So we have 4 different brackets here, just like the NCAA bracket, and we're gonna.
It wasn't as easy as comedy, drama, and sci-fi last time.
This was hard, but we got through it. We did it. I think we did a good job too. So what we're gonna do tonight is we have 16 action heroes for each genre: science fiction, cop/spy, adventure/military, and revenge/hired gun. And those are the 4 sides of the bracket.
That's your east, west, north, and south.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to go one at a time, and we have 16 in each, and we're just going to rank them so that we're
going to do our best to hash that out.
Yeah. We're going to do our best to hash that out. So let's start off with science fiction. So I'm going to read the 16 that we have.
Okay.
And then
let's see if there's a clear number 1 right off the bat.
Right. Okay. So we got Han Solo, the Terminator, Ripley from Alien, Sarah Connor from Terminator, Nada. I don't even know who Nada is. That's one of your guys.
Again, Rowdy Piper from They Live.
Okay. Ash Williams from
The Evil Dead.
Alice from Resident Evil. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Neo from The Matrix. Doug Quaid from Total Recall, the original. Conan the Barbarian. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. Celine from Underworld. Alice from Resident Evil. And Princess Leia.
I'm going to be honest with you. That's a brutal group to pick a number 1 out of.
Terminator.
Yes.
It's 100% Terminator.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Terminator number 1. Now number 2. Number 2 is going to be difficult. Do you guys have a number 2 that you think would go up there?
I'm going to say Ripley.
I would go Ripley as well. I would go Ripley or Sarah Connor.
Ripley, I think, is...
We have Han Solo.
Or Neo.
Sarah Connor.
Who's
Ash.
the worst there?
Nada.
Yes.
Okay.
Nada 16. Celine 15.
Yeah, okay.
Buffy could be 14.
We're probably going to piss some people off with that one.
That's okay.
Buffy from the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle... No, it's not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I don't know who it was in the movie. Princess Leia. Alice.
Number 3.
Who's left on there?
Han Solo.
Sarah Connor. Ash Williams. Alice from Resident Evil. Neo. Doug McQuaid. Conan the Barbarian.
I think Neo's the next one on there.
Neo's 3?
Yeah,
what do you
I
say,
think
Joe?
so.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Neo 3.
The Matrix is like a quintessential action movie.
Conan the Barbarian.
4 Han Solo.
I'll take Conan over Han Solo.
Okay.
Fine. Doesn't matter.
All right,
Then you
Conan.
can put Han in next. I don't think Han Solo is particularly an action hero.
Yeah,
so that's
me
why
neither.
I'm not like.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. So Han Solo next at 5.
Then Sarah Connor, 6.
I actually think she's a better action hero, but that's fine.
I do too.
All right, so let's.
Make her 5.
Yeah.
Make her 5, and Han Solo is 6. Then we got Aragorn, Doug McQuaid, Katniss Everdeen, Princess Leia.
You know what you should do? You should put Princess Leia versus Han Solo.
Let's do it. So 11, Princess Leia.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think 7 we could put Katniss. No.
Over Aragorn.
Excuse me.
I honestly think that is just a factor of the time you grew up in.
Aragorn's awesome.
For us.
Yeah.
All right, what if we do
This
this?
is our bracket,
But if you're
Mike.
5 or 10 years younger than us,
Yeah.
Katniss Everdeen is that same, like, came from a series of books, couldn't wait for them to make a movie out of it. Like, I agree with you. Aragon's amazing, but
8 and 9.
Yeah.
Aragorn, Katniss.
All right, do it up.
Do it up. I don't care which one.
Aragorn's 8.
It doesn't matter.
Katniss 9. Doug McQuaid, Ash Williams.
Doug McQuaid, Ash Williams. Yep.
Okay. So what number is Doug?
Doug is 7.
7. Ash is...
So that's
10.
That's your first Arnold? That's your second Arnold in one bracket.
Yeah. 3rd,
Okay.
Conan the Barbarian.
Oh my God, 3rd in one bracket.
All right, we need 2 more.
Did we get...
Alice, right? Was that? No, we had that on there.
Alice? Did you put Alice on yet?
No.
No.
So what's the
She'll be
third?
13.
Allison and...
Who's she up against?
Alice is up against Conan the Barbarian.
Ooh.
We're missing 1.
And Major from Ghost in the Shell.
Okay. All right, so 1 Terminator against 16 Nada, 2 Ripley against 15 Celine, 3 Neo against 14 Buffy, 4 Conan against 13 Alice.
You could see an upset there with that Buffy one.
5
People love Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor against 12 Major, 16 Han Solo against 11 Princess Leia, 7 Doug
That's great.
McQuaid against 10 Ash Williams, and 8 Aragorn against 9 Katniss.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Go Aragorn. All right. Bracket number 2. So we're going to go cop/spy.
Okay.
Yeah, this was because we couldn't get enough spies, right? So we had to do cop/spy.
Yeah, we couldn't get enough cops
It's actually
either.
not enough spies as you think.
Good ones.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah.
want to good
Yeah.
ones. All right. So I don't think this is going to be a... Number 1 is John McClane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Die Hard John
Yeah.
McClane. So we're just crossing.
NYPD, John McClane.
All right. Now, the rest we have James Bond.
Okay.
He's the ultimate spy, right? So he should be 2.
He should be number 2.
Number 1 cop, number 1 spy.
Yeah. Good. I
So
like
that was easy.
That was easy. All right.
They're gonna meet up at the end.
You got Jason Bourne, Dirty Harry, Riggs and Murtaugh together, tag team.
Because we have another tag team on there.
Do you want to do 8 and 9 as that tag
Yes.
team?
Yeah.
All right,
8
so-
and 9
right.
are your tag teams. Go ahead.
Riggs and Murtaugh,
And then so it's 2 buddy cops. Them.
and Lowry and Burnett.
So Bad Boys versus Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
I don't
a
even know
good
who
one.
I'd vote on in that one.
Oh, Riggs and Murtaugh.
I love
Bad Boys is
Bad
very
Boys.
good.
I know.
Especially when the boyfriend comes to the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a great scene.
The second one is the action in the second one's amazing.
Those are 7 and 8, Joe?
Yes.
8 and 9.
8 and 9, 8
8
and
and
9.
9.
That's your halfway.
8 and 9. Okay. You want to put Jason Bourne up against Ethan Hunt, since they're both spies?
I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Where do they fall, though?
I would think Bourne goes pretty high out of these. Let me read the rest.
Read them off. Yeah.
Jason Bourne, Dirty Harry, Ethan Hunt, Rooster Cogburn, RoboCop, Axel Foley, Johnny Utah,
Keanu Reeves.
that's Keanu Reeves, John Spartan, Joe Dredd, Marion Cobretti. Oh, Marion Cobretti.
Judge Dredd. Joe Dredd.
I didn't say Joe Dredd.
No, you said it again. You said Joe Dredd.
Yeah, Joe. You looked it up. His name
Yeah,
is Joe.
it's Joseph. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Judge Dredd.
Yeah, Joe Dredd.
Old Joey Dredd.
Deckard and the Atomic Blonde Lorraine Broughton.
I think 3 is Axel Foley.
No way. I think
That's
you're crazy.
That is an iconic movie.
Yeah. Who are you going to put him up against? All right, fine. Do number 3, Axel Foley, whatever.
He really came with them.
You never seen it?
I've seen it, yeah. Long time ago. Long time ago. You want to go RoboCop before?
I think you put RoboCop against Judge Dredd.
That's a good one.
So what?
Where do you want to put them?
Well, to just pick 2 numbers that are next to each other.
Yeah,
Who cares?
it doesn't matter because John McClane and James Bond are coming out of this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you'd have to put someone amazing up against John McClane to beat them.
All right, we'll do 7 and 11. RoboCop,
Done.
Judge Dredd.
All right, 7 on 7.
Yeah, Judge Dredd's probably 11 anyway. He's way at the back.
All right, we'll put Bourne and Hunt against each other. Figure out other two.
This is the better way to do it, right? The interesting matchups.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do that.
Bourne and Hunt. Yeah.
You get that later on, though.
Yeah, I know. But
do you want to do Bourne 4 and then Hunt 5?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So
Bourne 4, Hunt 5. Then you got to have Cobra next, right?
Yes.
Cobra versus, or then
Cobra will be 6.
Then Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry.
That's two cops, right? That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a cop off.
Who's John Spartan?
Is Demolition Man.
Okay,
We'll
so
put him up against
Johnny Utah.
I'm running out of. They're gonna have to go up against some of the good guys.
All right, so just list them.
Who's the worst guy on that list to put up against McClane? Who's the worst guy on that list?
Deckard?
No. Deckard is not the worst guy on that list.
John Wayne?
Yeah, John Wayne.
Rooster Cogburn.
He's not the worst either. Again.
Okay. Who's going up against Bond?
Who's the second worst on the list?
Johnny Utah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Who's going up against Foley?
Is Johnny Utah better than the guy who plays in Speed?
I don't know.
Who
Put Deckard from Blade Runner.
Because Johnny Utah is Point Break, right?
Yes.
But who do you play in Speed?
We have him there. We have him, I think.
As what?
I think we have him in
No, he can't be. He's a cop.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm a cop, you idiot. All right.
We should change that one.
13 and 12.
Lorraine Broughton.
Oh, that's a good one. Lorraine against Bourne.
No, is that it? Okay.
Oh, that's good.
And then
And Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry against Ethan Hunt.
Okay.
I have Dirty Harry already. He's going against Cobra.
You got McClane, Bond, Bourne,
Yep.
Dirty Harry,
Yep.
Riggs Murtaugh,
Yep.
Lowry,
Yep.
Hunt,
Yep.
Rooster Cogburn,
Yep.
RoboCop,
Yep.
Foley,
Yep.
Utah,
Yep.
Spartan.
No.
Okay. John Spartan.
Jack Travern, by the way, is Speed.
We're not putting him in.
All right.
No, instead of Johnny Utah.
Well, you said you have to have Johnny Utah's first time you ever saw boobs.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, all right,
You
fair
did
enough.
say that.
Yeah.
That was quote unquote
Yeah.
Mike.
And you told us the story.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so we got McClane against Cogburn, Bond against Utah, Foley against Deckard, Bourne against Lorraine, Hunt against Spartan, Cobra against Dirty Harry, RoboCop against Judge Dredd, Riggs and Murtaugh against Bad Boys.
Nice. Versus Bad Boys. He doesn't even say their names. All right.
I couldn't remember him.
Adventure/military.
It's
Okay.
Larry and Barnett, right?
I'll look it up
Yeah.
when I gotta make the thing.
That's what it is.
Burnett or Barnett. I can't read my handwriting. All right. So adventure/military. I'm going to go.
We'll read them off.
Okay. Indiana Jones, Rambo,
Ooh.
Maximus, Mauritius,
Maximus, Decius, Aurelius, yeah.
King Leonidas, Dutch,
Well, these are killers. all
Lara
of them.
Croft,
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow 16.
I was gonna say Lara Croft 16.
Nah, Jack Sparrow 16.
Okay.
Stacker Pentecost from Pacific Rim.
That's Idris Elba's
Jaeger
character.
bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
I put him at 15 because he's not a great action hero.
All right.
I just put him in because of the speech.
Yes.
With
the speech is
canceling the
good.
apocalypse.
All right, so we got 16 and 15. We got Maverick. I think Maverick's middle of the pack.
I'd say he's 14, but whatever.
No, this is Robin Hood.
Robin Hood at least has a bow and arrow.
I'll put Maverick as 8.
Thank you. That's fair. John Matrix. Another
It's Arnold again.
another Arnold. What's that one from again?
That's Commando.
Commando. Okay.
With his horrendous Austrian accent, John Matrix is the name they give him in that
Jack
one.
Reacher towards the bottom, no?
Jack Reacher against Maverick.
Ooh, Tom Cruise versus Tom Cruise.
It's a cruise off.
All right, we're guaranteed one win. Guaranteed one for Tom. All right. Mad Mardigan. You guys love Mad Mardigan.
All right, we'll put him as
You can put him all the way at the
14.
end, yeah. Mad Mardigan from Willow.
Okay.
It's Val Kilmer. He's
Yeah.
great. And I couldn't put Doc Holliday on as
The
much as I
Saint.
wanted to.
So who's number one?
The Saint.
Who's number one?
Read
Dutch Rambo, Maximus, or Indiana Jones?
It's probably Rambo, but I would say Dutch. But
I
it's
go
probably
Dutch.
Rambo.
No, totally Dutch. Totally Dutch.
If those two movies were on, I would watch Predator.
Yeah, Dutch.
100 times out of 100.
Dutch is number
over
one.
Rambo.
Rambo's
All right.
number two.
Yeah,
Dutch is number one. Rambo's
But Rambo's
number
got
two.
3 movies.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, 2 is Rambo.
2's Rambo. 3, Indiana Jones.
Indiana, yeah.
Then Maximus.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Russell Crowe. It's the only Russell Crowe on the list.
All right, so now we have Leonidas, Lara Croft, Stephen Hiller from Independence Day, Mariachi, John Matrix, Robin Hood, and Casey Ryback from Under Siege.
All right, so I'm going to say for 5.
I say you have to put Under Siege versus Commando.
All right.
Steven Seagal versus Arnold.
I think Arnold wins that, but that's fine. Although Under Siege, he kills a man by pushing his finger through his eye.
He does.
Yeah.
So I want to put him as 5?
Who?
Matrix?
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Good, interesting matchups.
It does for me when I got to make it up.
Put Leonidas 6.
Who's he going up against?
You know what we should have done? We should have done Leonidas.
Casey Ryback.
We should have put him up against the two ancient guys.
Oh.
Him versus Maximus.
Oh, yeah.
6?
Leonidas.
Best action hero not wearing pants.
Leonidas versus Robin Hood?
Oh,
yeah, that's fine.
Poor Kevin Costner.
Love that movie, dude. I will watch that. That's in my top,
Yeah, but 300
movies.
is amazing.
Who's going up against Maximus?
Lara Croft or Mariachi?
Put Mariachi. It's completely different.
All right. And we got
Antonio Banderas.
Then we got Lara Croft and Stephen Hiller.
That's fine.
Just like that.
There you go. Now that is not the new Lara Croft because she didn't come out yet.
That's Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
All right.
I wanted to put her on. That was the best, right? It was that or Wanted or...
Right.
We got Dutch Jack Sparrow, Rambo, Pentecost, Indy, Mad Morgan, Maximus Mariachi, Matrix Ryback, Leonidas Robin Hood, Lara Croft, Stephen Hiller, Maverick, Jack Reacher.
Nice. All right. The last bracket is going to be Revenge/Hired Guns.
Number 1.
John Wick.
Yes.
There he is.
Yeah, the most revengiest revenge movie ever.
You can't get any more revenge.
When we were
than
trying to figure it out before, we were like, well, this guy avenged his wife and his children all getting murdered. We're like, he killed people because of his dog.
and his wife. That was a gift from his wife. That's true. That's true.
That didn't upset him as much as the dog.
Number 2, William Wallace.
Well, what's the rest of the list?
William Wallace. Eric Draven from The Crow. Snake.
He comes back from the dead to get revenge.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Snake Plissken.
Wait. The Crow wasn't... Who played him?
Bruce Lee's kid.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I thought it was
Brandon Lee.
Keanu Reeves.
No.
Mad Max, Leon, Brian Mills from Taken. That's a good one.
That's a good revenge one, too.
That's a really good one. Beatrix Kiddo. Beck from
That's
The Rundown.
a great revenge one, too. She kills everybody.
Inigo Montoya from Princess Bride.
I'm going to put her in the middle of the pack.
Who? The
Beatrix.
Bride? The Bride from Kill Bill, in case you don't know her.
Okay.
And Inigo Montoya is one of my favorites.
You killed my family, prepared to die. Let's put her.
Killed
him.
my father, prepared to die.
No, but you have.
Oh,
Beatrix.
you killed my family, prepared to die. No, who died in that? Her husband.
Her husband. Everybody at the wedding.
Everybody at the wedding, right?
That's the matchup.
Okay, that's a good one. They both fight with swords too.
You want to put Daniel LaRusso?
It's a sword fight.
It's a sword. It is a sword fight. Yeah.
Do you want to put Daniel LaRusso down towards the bottom? Karate
He's
Kid.
going to be 16 against John Wick.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
Poor Karate Kid.
You ain't craning anything out of that one, buddy. Oh,
Stabbed with a pencil.
You can put towards the bottom Hitman, Timothy Olyphant and Hitman.
He's 15, no?
Yeah, you can go down 15.
Who's gonna slaughter him?
William Wallace.
Yeah, that is a revenge.
Who's number 2?
He's saying William Wallace.
I think William Wallace. Or Brian Mills from Taken. That's a great revenge movie.
Taken's great. William Wallace is my favorite one.
He's got
left.
a skill set.
I know.
He does.
William Wallace. That I cried during that movie.
All right, Mike cried, so we're going to put William Wallace.
That's just
That's
like
all it takes.
I don't think I've
crying and boobies. That's how you win Mike over with a movie.
At the same time, you can't.
the
even beat
very
it.
end of that movie. I cried.
So
Oh, yeah,
3.
everybody does.
No, I don't cry at anything. That I cried at.
3
Put
will
Brian
put
Mills.
Taken.
Yeah, Brian Mills from Taken. All right, so now we have
4.
John Creasy from Man on Fire.
Ah, he's great. Denzel's so good in that.
Eric Draven, Snake Plissken.
All right, Draven's going to go as 14.
Okay, Draven will go 14.
You can put
I don't know.
Pliskin right in after that.
Okay. Frank Martin from Transporter. I think you can bump everybody up.
I'm going
and
to put him
down
as
there.
12.
Sure, whatever. Mad Max, Leon.
Mad Max has got to go in as
You got to
5.
put Inigo Montoya up there.
I have
No,
he's at
it's in
9.
a sword fight.
Oh, okay.
It's
good.
him versus the bride.
5 will be Mad Max.
Frank Dukes from Bloodsport.
He's got the least revengeous one.
Yeah.
You beat up my big friend.
who I just met.
Yeah.
I kind of know.
We played a bad karate game together on an arcade. Now we're besties.
Okay, USA. All right, I got him at 11.
Okay.
With 6 and 7.
Leon and Mad Max.
I got Mad Max.
You do have
at 5.
the dim mock in that movie, though.
Yeah.
That
Leon
touch.
and John Creasy.
John Creasy.
Oh, Beck from The Rundown.
The Rock. We'll put The Rock at 6. 7.
And lastly, we got Paul and Leon.
Dr. Paul Kersey, surgeon from Death Wish.
And Leon from The Professional.
All right, so I'll give you the rundown here. We got Wick against Karate Kid. We got William Wallace against Hitman. We got Taken against The Crow. We got Man on Fire.
That one's a
against
toss-up.
Pliskin.
Which one? Taken versus The Crow?
The Crow.
I don't think so.
No, I think I like The Crow better.
I think Taken's amazing.
So do
the
I.
The Crow's really good.
Really good.
You got Mad Max against the Transporter. It's a vehicle fight. You got Beck against Frank Dukes. You got Death Wish against Leon. We got Beatrix Kiddo against Inigo Montoya. It's a family feud. Family feud. I like that.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Nah, people love the Princess Bride. We did that last time. Princess Bride almost won the whole freaking thing. Princess Bride. All right, so that's gonna be fun. So be on the lookout on Instagram. Be on the lookout on Facebook for the matchups. Joe is gonna work his
Twitter.
Twitter.
So,
Joe's gonna work
they'll
his
go up
butt
tonight.
off.
They're probably up now. As soon as you go take a look.
Yeah, go take a look. You might
start
have even
voting.
seen these before you even heard the show. All right, so let's head into our next topic, which is Comic Book Corner.
Comic Book Corner, brought to you by Comic Book Jones, located at 2220 Forest Avenue in Staten Island, and Royal Collectibles at 9601 Metropolitan Avenue in Queens, New York. Visit these fine establishments for all of your comic book needs.
All right, so last episode, we did not include our interview. We totally forgot to include our interview in the last episode. We're not going to do that again. Today, you're going to hear from someone that we met at the Jersey Shore Comic Expo. His name is Eric Cooper. He was very, very gracious to us, sat down with us for a while to talk about his comic books that he creates. One of them looked so super cool, and you'll hear about it in the interview. So, yeah, enjoy Eric Cooper.
All right, so I'm here with Eric Cooper at the New Jersey Shore Comic Show. Eric, thanks for taking some time to talk with me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You've been a guest on Superhero Speak, one of our brother podcasts in the Nerd Podcast Mafia, we call it. So tell me a little about yourself. I see all these amazing books, amazing artworks. Tell me a little about it.
Well, mainly I do 2 series of books. One is called Night Seeker, and the second series is called Star Enforcers. So with Night Seeker, it deals with a character who has the combination of powers of a mix of alien and predator. So it's a super hunter killer, and he goes about in New Jersey, New York, and Philadelphia as a superhero, but he has like a killer instinct. So he tries to suppress the need to kill, but he still does the superhero type of role model. And when you get to Star Enforcers is our newest edition, and it takes place in Andromeda Galaxy next door to our own galaxy. And it deals with 50 crew members, but they're all convicts that are on a ship, but they've been deputized undercover officers to do covert operations. So it's like a mixture of Star Trek and Star Wars with the element of Suicide Squad.
Oh, wow.
So they could do all these crazy covert operations that no one else wants to do, but they're sentenced, well, like Star Wars, like Star Trek, it's a 5-year mission. With these guys, it's a 5-year sentence on the ship. So if they try to leave or try to get away from the ship on a mission and they don't come back, they're either hunted down or killed on the spot. Yeah, and it's really involved. But like I said, it's all the dirty stuff they never talk about in Star Wars, Star Trek. We could talk about like slavery, trafficking, drug addiction, gambling addictions. So we do all the dirty stuff that no one wants to talk about, and we put it into a base reality for their galaxy.
That's amazing. Now, do you do the artwork? Are you the writer? Are you both?
Yeah, I'm the writer and creator. I have to admit, though, for Star Enforcers, I have a co-writer. His name is Miles Simon, and we both came together on this book. But we were inspired to do Star Enforcers because of 3 creators in the world that we love. So we love Gene Roddenberry, stuff he did for Star Trek. We also have Dwayne McDuffie, who just passed recently also. And stuff he did with Milestone and for DC Comics, amazing stuff. And also we have Jack Kirby, who's the godfather of comics. And, these guys have all been putting stuff together that's like multicultural, multifaceted, but also give you an element of reality and what you're reading about. But also when you got done with their stories, you carry something with you when you got done reading what you read, or at least watching the animation of what they did. And the thing is, most stories today, they don't have that element now. It's more just entertainment value only, but no one has a story to tell you about your life and about people around you. So we had to bring it back down to roots where we're going to give you something that is going to be informative about you, about people around you, but also to look upon yourself and hopefully become a better person as you go through the books. So that's the main purpose why we do what we do.
Very good. Where can people find your work, and where can they buy their work?
Well, mainly, nice thing about owning your own character, the website is your own. So Night Seeker, but a knight in shining armor, so it starts with a K. Right. So nightseeker.com has all information for us, but also combined also with another writer and two other illustrators. And we call ourselves, for this year, for 2018, we call ourselves together as a group. We call ourselves Chocolate Nation Studios. Okay. So we'll be also at the Atlantic City Garden State Comic Con. We'll be finally together as one group for that event. But yeah, things are branching out. We're having other artists come from around the country and also from different parts of the world, and they love the ideas what we're doing because we're bringing value back to your reading and into your entertainment.
Do you have any social media outlets you want to plug?
Well, mainly my Twitter feed is Nightseeker.com. I think it's my Twitter, I believe. But I know for my Instagram is eric.cooper.353. They use my same handle I did for my Facebook, kind of weird, but it works for me. But like I said, I have my own site is the best way to get in contact with me.
Cool. What were your influences growing up to make you want to be a comic book writer?
Well, when I was going to school, to high school and everything else, they said, Eric, my English teacher said, dude, you do such amazing off-the-chain stories, and I give you a creative writing assignment, you go way beyond duty. I said, well, I love what I do. I said, well, no, one day you'll be a book writer or a movie producer. I said, yeah, right. But my thing was I wanted to produce Terminators. I was going to robotics. I want to go robotic engineering because I love the idea behind Terminator. And as I was going through college, I had physics and I had calculus all at the same time. I had to get tutors to help me out with the class. I was doing pretty badly. But then I fell back into writing. So you know what? If I really want to make a career for myself in something different, so I decided to start writing books. And they said, well, this is really your true passion. Do what you're passionate about. So I started writing books, and people love the stuff I do. Even, I have celebrities such as Patrick Stewart in the books that I do, Avery Brooks, Jonathan Frakes, Kate Mulgrew, even Ray Park. And there are characters in the world that I do, and Pat Stewart was my biggest critic. I had to make sure that he was fine with the character I gave him. His name is Talbot Singe in the books. He's actually the devil's messenger. And he said, Eric, I love my character. Keep writing my character. And I heard that he's very picky about what he reads. They actually had time to read my books, and I was impressed. So I said, okay, so I guess it really does mean that I have a true talent that people haven't tapped yet. And so, you just... And the thing is, I've always said this. You ever got a book for me at a con? And especially if you got it from me because I signed it for you. I've always said this: you get the book. If you don't like what you got, you let me know. I'll give all your money back cash. And I've always held that challenge to anyone that ever picked up one of my books. And I said because I honor everything I do, and because I know my stories have meaning behind them, and I converted over a lot of DC and Marvel guys that said, you know what, you would never be my main character. I love Batman, I love Superman, I love Spider-Man, whatever it is. I said, look, pick up the first book. If you still feel as though your guy's number one, you'll second guess them, I will still give all your money back. And they're my biggest fans because I challenged their main character to have characters around for 40, 50 years, and I got you one stinking book, now you want the whole collection. That tells you a lot about what you have your hands on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking behind you at the Night Seeker poster, and that dude is badass, man. He's like half snake eyes, half court of owls.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind that character?
Well,
what is that? The Night Seeker?
Well, that's Night Seeker. Mainly, he's like a mixture of the Predator and Alien. So I want to give him that like the biomechanical feel. But also the viciousness when you see him that he means business. But I guess the inspiration was pretty much like a Snake Eyes feel. I wanted a character that was fully covered because when I first came out with the first book, it was no illustration, only the cover. And I said, well, look, number one, it's a black character. I'm a black writer. And number two, that I don't want anyone to judge the book by seeing a blackface character. So I decided to go a full cloaking, a full armor look for the character. But when people start reading the first book, they said, "Well, Eric, your character, you never describe his skin tone or where he comes from, or not too much." I said, "Well, he's actually black." "Oh, damn!" I said, "But actually, he's actually me." And they said, "Oh, the reason why is because I knew the stigma of having a black character in the industry, especially for Leading Away. And the people get a stigma about, okay, it's going to be, oh, he's a black guy, everything's all black." I said, no. I said, I did a multicultural universe, but also I'm the first cosplayer to have his own character on the market. I broke history by doing that alone. And most people said they're starting to figure out, oh, damn, he was actually the first guy. Yes, I'm actually the first guy with a cosplay character that actually produced into books.
Wow.
Yeah, an original character.
We have a celebrity on our hands.
I'm
cosplay celebrity.
Infamous at the moment, infamous. But like I said, I do this stuff because I enjoy it. It's fun, but it's part of my life. I mean, I always say this: when I want to leave behind a legacy, not just entertainment, a legacy to pass on to other generations, and that's the reason why I do what I do.
Excellent, Eric. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All right.
So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the interview that we did with Eric Cooper there. He was a really nice guy.
Because moving forward, those interviews are all going to be brought to you by Shittens.
Oh yes, Shittens going to be the brought to you by Shittens. That'd be great. But
wait till you got to slide that into the interview. I'm here with whoever, brought to you by Shittens. What did you say?
So what comic book do you like? What comic do you make? Yeah, so he was awesome. He sat down with us. He actually knew Superhero Speak, which is who's another podcast in the Mafia. And he had talked to them once before, so we had a little common bond there. But he was really nice. So thank you to Eric. Go check out his work. The artwork is amazing. He gave us free posters. He gave me Batman vs. Predator poster that he had done. It was amazing stuff. But Mike, you said you read a comic this week. What'd you read?
I did, and it was only because of the Kickstarter.
Right.
They put out a model for Batman 0 Year.
Okay.
Which I had never read.
Right.
I always had liked the
Year
artwork
one.
from it. No, I had read 0 Year is not Year One.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Year One.
Yeah, I had read Year One. I never read 0 Year. 0 Year is the New 52 retelling of that, his first year.
Okay.
And it's like a 4-part trade.
Mm-hmm.
It's Batman coming back after going off and learning how to be how to fight and everything. He comes back and the city is a wreck, and the Red Hood gang is there. Dr. Death, who is a former Wayne scientist, is there, and they're all being controlled by the Riddler.
Oh, cool.
And the Riddler takes over the city, and it's the origin of the Riddler, because he's Edward Nygma for a lot of it, and then he becomes the Riddler, takes over the city, and it's Batman, and he fails over and over and over again because he doesn't know how to be Batman yet. I don't know how you never read that? It was
no.
Like they told a story about why Jim Gordon wears the trench coat, which I thought was very cool. You see Batman's early versions of like the Batmobile, early versions of the Batboat. He has a blimp. Like, it's very cool.
What numbers of the New 52 was it? I'll go out and
I'd have to look. I got it as a
free digital trade.
Yeah, trade.
Because I have all the New 52 Batmans on digital.
Yeah,
like in a file folder.
Okay,
so I can just pull them up.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it. He almost never in the traditional Batman. Like, he wears the cowl a lot.
Yeah.
But he doesn't wear the whole
body
outfit.
armor.
He hasn't worked it all out yet.
Oh, that's cool.
At the very end, he has something very close to it, but it's not the same. It's really good to watch him, like, not be good at being Batman. Yeah. It's really cool.
Huh. Sweet. Joe, did you read anything this week?
I read the 2-in-1.
Oh, the Human Torch
and the Thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
I like it. I'm just mad that they changed the artist.
This artist was different than the first issue or the second issue? Really?
Yep.
I didn't really notice because I wasn't too fond of the artwork.
The cover artist is the same, and then I think the inside art is different. But I've enjoyed the storyline, the story arc so far. I read the new Batman Ninja Turtles.
Yes, that's on my list as well.
That's really good.
Bane gives the entire Foot Clan the Venom.
Oh, okay.
And Batman and the Ninja Turtles are going in there thinking they've waited out Bane long enough to think that his Venom wore out, and then they find out that the entire Foot Clan's on the Venom, and they get their asses handed to them.
Did you read this week's?
I did.
Oh, man.
Well, that is this week's. At the end is I don't want to spoil it, with Donnie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, check that out. The artwork is amazing.
It's great.
Freddie Williams Jr. The artwork is absolutely amazing.
Oh, so good.
I just love how the Bane body is so out of proportion to his actual head.
Yes.
It's like his arms and shoulders are giant size, and his head's like a normal size, like our head. It's so funny.
And I picked up Hit Girl.
Oh, how was it?
I picked up Kick Ass. Hit Girl is getting a number 1. It's really good. She doesn't have a sidekick because Kick Ass doesn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or the original Kick Ass, the first guy retires. She finds somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't work out.
Yeah.
She basically puts somebody in a Kick Ass suit.
Okay.
And just teaches him how to like fight.
Yeah.
He's like, this is not what I want to do. I just want to be a kid. And he leaves. She ends up having to capture a murderer because he's killed the most people. And he's like, hey, I need a sidekick, and you like to kill people.
Right.
Some of these people are your enemies. Look at all my weapons. Your option is you help me or I blow you to pieces.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So I'm sure I think it's like a 6-issue run or something like that. It's just going to be a bloodbath.
Nice.
I like the art. It's Mark Millar. He's writing it.
Yeah, you love him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love it. But that's it. That's all I read.
I had lots of books, but I read Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, number 3. It's the Tales of Suspense series, where they're looking for the Black Widow.
Right.
They think Black Widow died in Secret Empire. They think she's alive because Hydra agents are dying all over the place, and they're dying with like her calling card. This one kind of fell short for me, and the artwork is absolutely horrendous. The last 3 pages look like the artist that did the previous 17 pages got sick and couldn't finish the book. It just looks like someone totally different did it, and it looks like it was digitally done, poorly digitally done, and it really took me out of the book. The story's not really going where I thought it was going to go. It's not really going anywhere, to be honest. In 3 issues, I thought a lot more would get done.
Right.
The first issue was good. It's funny because Hawkeye's really quippy, and he's like a wise ass.
Right.
And Winter Soldier's real straight-laced, kind of no-nonsense, good cop, bad cop kind of routine. They actually made mention to a DC comic in this book.
Really?
And I read a DC book that made mention to a Marvel character, which was strange. And I wonder if the writers or artists are friends with each other of these 2 books, because Bucky says, "Oh, you're the best sidekick I ever had," or something like that to Hawkeye, and he goes, "No, that's Robin," and he has to be talking about Batman and Robin, right? And then someone in the DC world mentioned, I forget, I don't want to say who it was because I can't remember who it was, but I remember reading. I'm like, wow, that's weird that I read a Marvel book that referenced DC and a DC book that mentioned Marvel in the same like week.
Yeah.
It just seems strange to me. But yeah, I hope it gets better. The cover art is amazing. I don't know who the cover artist is, but it's absolutely beautiful covers. Batman 41, which is the newest Batman. It's a Poison Ivy story.
Okay.
King is doing an amazing job with this run. 41 books, and I haven't read one that I disliked.
Yep.
All different storylines, all different runs, and he's just killing it. And this is a Poison Ivy story where Poison Ivy has taken control of everybody on the planet except for Batman.
Of course.
Well, no, he has an antidote for it.
Of course.
Yeah, so he and Catwoman are the only ones who aren't under the spell of Poison Ivy. Even the superheroes like Superman, Cyborg, Flash, they're all under the influence of Poison Ivy.
Okay.
You don't know how yet. You don't know what she's going to do yet, but that's where it just started.
Poison Ivy, Steve. That's how it happened.
It's true. Superman 998 was the conclusion of Booster Shot, which is the Booster Gold storyline, and Booster is the hero in this, which was really nice. And because you think Superman saves the day in the beginning of the book,
right?
And you think that's how it's kind of going to end, and they're just going to part ways. But Booster Gold saves the day for Superman.
Okay.
So the whole book was about Superman going back in time to see if his father got off of Krypton, because his father supposedly came back in the Oz effect. Booster Gold intercepts Superman when he does that and says, you can't do this. You're not allowed to change time, because that's what his job is. His job is to stop people from changing time. Superman doesn't listen. They eventually fix time. But as they're coming back to reality, the normal time, John and Lois, Superman's kid and wife, get killed. They die. And Booster Gold's like, I'm not going to let this happen, because Superman just watched his planet blow up. He watched his mom burn on Krypton, and Booster Gold felt bad and saved John and Lois So now you don't know if they're going to continue that with Booster, because now Booster's like, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because the whole 5-issue run was Booster saying, you can't mess with Time, Superman. You can't mess with Time, Superman. You can't mess with Time, Superman. And then he goes and messes with Time.
Right. Which
kind of defeats the whole purpose. But he's like, I can't let this guy go through this kind of stuff again. So it was good, though. So I wonder if they're going to start up a Booster Gold book. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy that. Then Brave and the Bold. Batman and Wonder Woman. This is like a mixture of realms of the superhero realm and the magic realm. There's some like it's very steeped in Irish tradition and Irish lore, where these Irish gods that live in this like fantasy realm,
right?
They need Wonder Woman's help to kind of restore peace in the land. And you don't know how Batman gets there, because Batman's like kind of doing his own thing. They don't bring him into it really yet.
Yep.
But they need Wonder Woman's help to kind of bring order to this magic realm.
All right.
So I'm going to keep going. It's only a 6-issue run, so I'm going to keep going with that. And the last thing is Silencer. We talked about Silencer last week, and we loved it. And this is John Romita Jr., and I picked up number 2 this week, and I got about 6 pages into it, and I can't read it anymore because the art is so bad. It is. I can't even look at the drawings. How he could have put this work out is beyond me. Maybe some people like it. Maybe that's his style.
Right.
I read All-Star Batman, and it didn't look like this. It looked like John Romita Jr., but it didn't look like this. I showed you that one face where I think Christian could have drawn a better face on this woman. Honestly, it was really, really bad. And I'm just surprised. And I just had to step away from it for a little while. I'm gonna go back to it, but it's a cool character. I hope they don't ruin it like that. But that's all I got. Now let's go to social shit time, because we got a lot of it.
It's time once again for your favorite segment. What time is it?
Social shit time!
All right!
So we got 2 weeks worth of social shit time. And I got this new thing I do now. I just take screen caps of everything.
Makes life easier.
It makes life so much easier. We got a lot from Kate. Go figure, right? We always get a lot from Kate, but thanks, Kate. So Kate says, yes, Cinemagine for a park name is a tongue twister. She's still going to call it MGM Studios because she's just stuck on calling MGM Studios. Then she also says, yes, that Ninja Turtles becoming vegan thing was stupid and crazy, because I know we brought up the Ninja Turtles wanting, who wanted that, PETA?
Yeah.
PETA wanted the Ninja Turtles to become vegans. And she says 2 of her friends spent an entire day communicating only in Jensen Ackles GIFs. So this goes back to what you said about your stranger texting.
Who's fallen off now.
Oh, really?
Made me sad.
Oh. She said 2 of her friends spent the entire day communicating only in Jensen Ackles, which is Supernatural, the show Supernatural. She said it was brilliant. We got more Kate. She goes, I can't tell you how much I liked the last episode. It's personal without getting too personal. We got a lot of positive feedback on the bucket list episode. Tons of positive feedback from people. She retweeted us, said a fun episode where I laughed and learned a lot more about my friends. That's us. She goes, okay, here's my bucket list. She wants to travel to Australia and Scandinavia, Israel and Italy. She wants to see a World Series game and see the Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's like Europe's version of American Idol.
Oh, okay.
But
she wants to see the finale.
They do, I think it's the best singer in all of Europe.
Oh, wow.
So they have individual, I know my father-in-law was watching this years ago. I think they pick the best, like each country does their best.
Yeah.
And then they put them up.
It's like, show me what you got.
Yeah.
Just see the Rick and Morty episode.
I can't remember. My father-in-law used to watch
pulled
it.
that one out.
You like that? Yeah. This one was really nice. This is Kate's last comment for the week, but she put this on Facebook, and it was really nice. It's always hard for me to pick my favorite episodes because I like them all, but this is head and shoulders above the pack. I learned so much about you 3 from your bucket lists. It's also interesting that Steve had quite a few of the same things on our bucket lists. Go to Scandinavia, get an Aston Martin DB5, etc., etc., etc. I'm blushing, if you couldn't tell. Thanks, Kate. That was really nice of you. All right, we got a new iTunes review.
Okay.
Out of nowhere. It's titled Love These Guys by Hell of a Guy 1345. He writes, or she writes, I don't know, I guess it's a guy, it says hell of a guy. Words, words, words. These guys go together like peas and carrots. Love this show. The episodes always leave me
Peas
wanting...
and carrots. Forrest Gump.
Love this show.
Oh,
the episodes always leave me wanting more. Would recommend the show. You know it. I have no idea who this is.
Hell of a guy.
But if Hell of a Guy 1345, if you email us or Facebook us or Instagram us your address, I'll send you some stickers and a pin, or 2 pins and 2 stickers. We'll give you something.
Okay.
So thanks for the iTunes review. Appreciate that. Or if you want something from the bag of shit, please feel free to pick something from the bag of shit. I gave a lot of it away to my students, but I still have some things left. So let me know if you want any of that. Did you check out this week's Andrew Brookes work, which was awesome? His little reviews for the show, or previews for the show. All right, then we got Matt Lees. Okay, his name is Matt Lees. He found us on Twitter.
Okay.
His Twitter handle is @LegendPodcast. So he has his own podcast. He says, @DinnerPodcast, we named you our podcast of the week and even shared our bucket list on our latest episode. So really want to thank Matt Lees for that. It was really, really awesome. You can follow him on Twitter @LegendPodcast. So thank you for that, Matt. Appreciate that. And, Sanofa Bantha's getting in on the mix. I don't know if you've seen her Twitter.
No, I'm not on Twitter.
All right, well, her name's Elena.
Right.
Or Elena. I don't know how she wants to pronounce it.
You've pronounced it wrong either way, so don't worry about it.
I'm just going to call her Sanofa. Can we just call her Sanofa?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Sanofa put up a picture that says Taxi Tutors. It's a meme that says Taxi Tutors.
Yes.
Right? So I replied to her, and you're moving up the ranks, Sanofa. Watch out, the real Joe Z. You're going to be number 7 soon.
Out of all of our real life friends, keep falling down the list.
So I said, you're moving up the ranks, Sanofa. Watch out, Joe Zalak. You're going to be number 7 soon. She responds, I'm coming for you, Joe.
I love it.
Good on you, Sanofa. Excellent job. Really, really good. Paige, Mike's friend Paige, commented on the snow crawl.
Oh, that was freaky. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Where it was crawling out the lady's house from the lake.
Broke through the door.
Yeah.
She goes, I feel bad for the owners, but this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I have never heard of this happening before. Oh, one more from Sanofa. She said, you guys are the bomb. I love my Mr. Poopy Butthole pin. And she got the stickers and the pop.
Okay.
Sweet.
So very good. I mentioned Phil Batista before when he brought up the Movie Pass thing. He's always contacting us. He was like, when's the next episode coming out? I can't wait for the next episode. So that'll be Monday. Well, you're listening to it now, so it's out. So it's out. Whew. That was a great show today, boys. I had a lot of fun. Join the conversation on Facebook.com/dinnerandapodcast. Check out our Instagram and our
Vote
Twitter
for your
handles.
favorite movies.
Yeah, don't forget to vote for your favorite movies. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter handle and our Facebook page for all of those matchups by searching Dinner and a Podcast. And you can email us any questions and comments at dinnerandpodcast@gmail.com. We want show topics, guys. We would love to get some ideas for show topics.
Yeah, some more lists, I think. That worked out really well last week.
Yeah. The Rick and Morty was a Kate idea. And
Kickstarter ideas.
Yeah, sure. Kickstarter ideas. That would be a good one.
Anything we can kickstart.
Big thanks to Andrew Brookes for the amazing artwork that he does and the amazing animations that he makes for our YouTube channel. You can check those out by searching Dinner and a Podcast on YouTube. And if you want to see Andrew's other work, visit his website, andrewbrooksportfolio.com. I want to thank Alejandro Rosado, who made our amazing artwork. You can follow him on Twitter and on Instagram @AleroArt. Will Shelton for the awesome theme song. Follow him on SoundCloud @William_Shelton. And lastly, a big thanks to Tony Wolf, who's the voice on all the bumpers you hear during the show. You can follow him @TonyWolfness on Twitter and on Instagram. And until next week, I'm Steve.
I'm Joe. I'm Mike.
Suck it, Sal.
Send him shit.